Is Stoicism really about being emotionless and indifferent? Think again. Discover how this ancient philosophy teaches us to embrace our emotions, live with empathy, and find true strength in life's challenges. Stay tuned as we debunk the biggest myths about Stoicism and reveal its profound wisdom for a balanced and purposeful life. Stoicism is often misconstrued as a philosophy of indifference and rigidity, portraying Stoics as individuals devoid of emotions and compassion. However, it's crucial to note that these misconceptions may signify not errors within the philosophy itself, but rather incorrect interpretations or modern myths. Sense of emotional detachment. There's a common misconception that Stoics, following the principles of their philosophy, should be emotionally detached and indifferent to what's happening around them. Stoicism primarily doesn't deny emotions, but calls us to manage them reasonably and skillfully. Stoics understand that emotions are a natural part of human nature and don't seek their complete elimination. Stoics suggest maintaining inner resilience and reacting wisely to the surrounding world. Let's explore why the idea of the complete absence of emotions is a misconception. In real life, we encounter various situations that can trigger different emotional reactions, from joy and delight to sadness and disappointment. Denying emotions is not only unrealistic, but also ineffective. It's crucial to learn how to assess and respond to our emotions correctly rather than avoid them. Stoicism introduces the concept of apatheia, which doesn't mean the complete absence of emotions, but rather the preservation of inner tranquility and balance regardless of external circumstances. It's important to break free from the stereotype of the Stoic as emotionally cold and understand that Stoicism teaches us to be more flexible in managing our emotions, not to detach from them. Apathy and indifference, right off the bat, let's clarify. Stoicism is not a call to apathy or indifference towards the world. This common misconception leads to a misunderstanding of the core principles of Stoic philosophy. Originally, the Stoics taught us to distinguish between things we can control and those we can't. The idea is to shape our lives actively, but not waste energy on things beyond our control. However, this doesn't mean apathy or indifference to crucial aspects of our existence. Stoics emphasize the importance of empathy, kindness, and compassion towards others. It's crucial to understand the difference between what we can change and what we can't. By focusing on what is within our control, don't let this misconception rob you of deep and meaningful relationships. Remember, my friends, true strength lies not in indifference, but in navigating life with a heart full of empathy and a spirit ready to influence the aspects we can control. So let's break free from the chains of misunderstanding and embrace the wisdom of Stoicism for a life rich in connection and purpose. Isolation from society. The strategy of isolation is often linked with the idea that a Stoic should reject external influences, focus solely on their inner world, and become like a rock in the whirlwind of societal events. However, upon closer inspection, Stoicism is really about balance. Stoics do indeed encourage focusing on what is within our power and not getting upset about what is beyond our control. However, this doesn't imply detachment from society. Quite the opposite. Stoicism promotes active participation in public life, but without unnecessary emotional dependence on external circumstances. Renunciation of pleasures. Let's address another common myth about Stoicism, the belief that it's solely about giving up joy, pleasures, and indulgences. Some claim that Stoics urge us to live in asceticism, giving up all the pleasant aspects of life. But my friends, this is a profound misunderstanding of the essence of Stoicism. Stoicism doesn't deny pleasure, but suggests a shift in our attitude toward it. It guides us not to be dependent on external circumstances and material goods. This doesn't mean a complete rejection of pleasures. Instead, it's about learning to appreciate them without attaching excessive importance. At the same time, Stoics advocate for pleasures not to become the sole purpose of life, but a pleasant addition. The ability to enjoy the little things without getting attached helps maintain inner resilience in any circumstances. Unyielding resilience. Let's find out all about Stoicism and figure out another misconception. It's crucial to note that Stoicism doesn't advocate for the denial of human emotions or the creation of a wall of cold indifference. Instead of being icy and unyielding, Stoics propose discerning between aspects of life within our control and those beyond our influence. Stoicism teaches us to maintain inner resilience in the face of challenges, but it doesn't imply a lack of compassion for others. Stoics acknowledge emotions, but suggest a mindful approach to them. Rather than being puppets of our passions, Stoics encourage a rational and balanced attitude towards emotions. A reasonable desire to control everything often leads to suffering and unrest. Stoics suggest freeing ourselves from the need to control every aspect of life and focusing on what we can genuinely change, our attitude and reaction to what unfolds. Self-isolation in Stoicism. Self-isolation isn't the primary goal. Stoics emphasize the importance of connecting with others and participating in communal life. Community plays a pivotal role in developing virtues like justice, mercy, and tolerance. However, the Stoics advocate for a rational approach to social interactions. Self-isolation in the Stoic understanding doesn't primarily mean physical separation, but rather a mental awareness of one's internal processes and the influence of the external world on them. Stoics encourage the ability to maintain internal harmony and resilience regardless of external events. Renunciation of ambitions. Let's clear this up. Many people think Stoicism disregards the value of achievements, career advancement, and ambitions, but that's actually a misunderstanding. Stoics don't reject ambitions. They offer a unique perspective on their value and place in human life. In Stoicism, ambitions per se are not denied, but the question arises about how we relate to them. The misconception lies in thinking that Stoics advocate for a complete rejection of striving for success. In reality, Stoics assert that ambitions can be beneficial, but only if approached with wisdom and prudence. Renunciation of ambitions in Stoicism doesn't mean blindly pursuing external accomplishments. Instead, it emphasizes internal development. It calls for not subjugating one's internal harmony to external standards and assessments of success. Indifference to the surrounding world. Why is this perception a misconception? The first thing to note is that Stoics do not advocate for complete detachment from the surrounding world or showing indifference to everything. Stoicism offers a new perspective on perceiving events in life. Instead of reacting to external factors with emotional outbursts, Stoics teach us to maintain inner peace and tranquility regardless of what is happening around us. This doesn't mean indifference to the surrounding world. Rather, it suggests a more conscious and wise approach to perceiving events. Indifference to the surrounding world in Stoicism is not detachment from reality. On the contrary, it's an immersion into it with clarity of mind and inner resilience. It's the ability to see events objectively without unnecessary emotional explosions. Neglecting personal needs. At first glance, Stoicism might seem like a philosophy of indifference to what is happening around us. However, this is yet another misconception. Stoicism does not advocate for neglecting personal needs or living a life of asceticism devoid of joy and personal fulfillment. Stoics believe in a balanced approach to personal needs. They understand the importance of taking care of oneself while maintaining a focus on what truly matters, inner virtues and wisdom. Personal needs are not dismissed, but are managed with a sense of moderation and prudence. The goal is to avoid excessive attachment to material and external comforts and to cultivate inner strength and self-sufficiency. Rigorous self-demands. When striving for self-improvement, it's common to wonder how strictly we should judge our actions and character. Let's explore this idea. While setting high standards can be advantageous, Stoic philosophy warns that shifting from ambitious goals to severe self-criticism can create misunderstandings. Stoics don't deny the need to set goals and strive for self-improvement, but they caution against excessive self-demand. A pursuit of perfection in every action can create a burden incompatible with the reality of human nature. Why is this a misconception? Ideals versus reality. Consistently adhering to high standards can create pressure and dissatisfaction, since ideals often do not align with reality. Fear of failure. Overly harsh demands can breed fear of failure and perfectionism, contradicting the Stoic principle of acceptance of what is beyond our control. Evaluation. Through the lens of values, Stoics advocate for valuing virtues rather than merciless judgment of oneself. Excessive self-criticism can distract from developing qualities that truly matter. The pursuit of perfection is admirable, but it's crucial to find balance. Standards should be ambitious, but not so rigorous as to create pressure and fear. Stoics urge understanding one's capabilities and aspiring to become a better version of oneself without undue demands. We hope this video has helped clarify the myth of unyielding harshness in Stoicism. Subscribe, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay inspired.